Hello guys and welcome back to Tech Anorak. So we're going to go over the Moto G9 Play today and whether I recommend this phone in 2021. So we'll start with the build. It's a plastic back, but I like the colour. It's nice vibrant blue. Like the camera notch as well, bit different to what you see on other phones. I love the rear fingerprint mounted fingerprint readers. That was a mouthful, I said that wrong. But yeah, it's like my Pixel, so you know they're good. I do enjoy them. They've not cheaped out on charging. You've got the USB-C port, and it's a 15 watt. Oh no, sorry, 20 watt fast charger, which you get in the box. And shout out to Motorola for that. This is a £130 phone, and they're including the charger in the box. So, you know, hashtag iPhones, Apple, Samsung, any phone company's not including the charger in 2021. It's just saving money, and I don't like it. I think the hiding behind saying it's for the planet, and you know, you're not getting the features of your phone. Anyway, I digress. But you know, for instance, the iPhone 11, you get a 7 watt charger in the box when it can charge at I think 15 watt. You know, that's annoying. Just do what Motorola do, include the charger in the box, guys. Or companies. Right, rant over. Okay, guys. So we've got lock button, volume up and down, dedicated assistant button. I never ever use those. I prefer to use my voice. You know, if you're gonna use Hey Google, use your voice. Don't use that, guys. You know, it's personal preference, but I don't like them. Headphone jack on deck. So everyone who likes a headphone jack, you've got one. It's a single firing speaker, like we said, guys. No stereo speaker up here, but that's fine. And on this side, just clean, apart from your SIM card tray. Okay, so let's get into the specs now, guys. So it's a big beast, this phone. It's a 6.5-inch panel. It is only 720p with 269 ppi, but that's all good. It's a fairly heavy hector as well. It's 200 grams. It's actually heavier than the G8 Power from last year, but it does have the same 5,000 milliamp hour battery inside, so that's probably why. Your chipset is an 11 nanometer Snapdragon 662 with an Adreno 610 GPU, which should be fine, and I've seen that on other Motorola phones, and you know, performs well. The storage on board is 64 gig of storage and 4 gig of RAM. There is a 128 gig variant with 4 gig of RAM, which I can't see available in the UK at the moment. I'll look into that, guys. Okay, your cameras. So you've got a 48 megapixel main sensor with a 48 megapixel wide camera, a 2 megapixel macro, and a 2 megapixel depth sensor. Okay, and it does video 1080p, 30 and 60. So no 4K support, but you know, full HD is fine. You know, they're making this to a budget, and you are getting a lot for the budget. Selfie cameras, 8 megapixel, is HDR, as is the rear camera's HDR also, and you're getting 1080p 30 on the front-facing camera. Okay, so yeah, we've covered loudspeaker and the headphone jack. So you've got Bluetooth 5.0 on board, no Wi-Fi 6, but again, that's fine. FM radio if you connect headphones. NFC on board, so if you want to buy your morning coffee or whatever, you know, I forget my wallet a lot, guys, and NFC pulls me out of a hole quite a lot for buying, you know, petrol or whatever, so it's really cool. No face unlock, but again, that's fine. Don't think you need it with these rear-facing cameras, rear-facing fingerprint scanners. As we said, 5,000 milliamp hour battery, fast charging of 20 watt. Doesn't give a endurance rating, but I would imagine this guy, in my tests when I've used it, it's hard to kill. It's like a 2.5-3 day phone, probably about 150 hours endurance rating. But I go off GSM Arena; they haven't given it one. The loudspeaker, the tests are 27.6 LUFS. I think that's like decibels. So it gets a rating of good it's not the best, but you know, it's fairly loud. All right, guys. So there's your specs out of the way. So let's get into it. So as we said, 6.5-inch panel, so big phone. You can feel the weight. You know, it is heavy. Probably, you know, if it was for a kid, it's going to be as good as like a small tablet near enough. You know, it's not far as 7 inches, but they're probably going to struggle a bit with the size, with smaller hands. But, you know, kids like big screens. It's all good. You can swipe from anywhere, which is nice, like on the Moto Edge I've tested recently. And, yeah, you know, really responsive. Okay, guys, so I was wrong. You don't need the headphone jack for the FM radio, so you can use the loudspeaker. If you listen, we're just getting static. I think, yeah, just because I'm in the house and it's a bit of a black spot as well, but yeah, that's a nice feature. You know, not every phone has got an FM radio and you can record. That's pretty cool. I like that feature. Okay, guys, so let's take it over to YouTube now. Okay, guys, so here's a loudspeaker test on YouTube and screen test of the Motorola G9 Play. By the way, guys, it's so hot in the UK at the moment. I've got my fan on, so apologies if you hear a bit of a drone, but yeah, I'm suffering, man. It's too hot. So right, let's get into this.
Communities around it were shaken by a truly powerful force.
So as we said, single firing speaker, guys, so if you do that, obviously, your audio's gone. So yeah, please like and subscribe and tell all your friends about my channel because I want a Ferrari one day, guys. I've always wanted a Ferrari. Anyway, I digress again. Let me show you the same video on my iPhone 11 just for comparison. Yes, here's the iPhone 11.
The city and all the communities around it were shaken by a truly powerful force.
Let's go back to the Moto. So yeah, not a bad panel. I thought I'd show the iPhone 11 because the iPhone 11 is just above 720p, and this is 720p as well. But although it's a bigger screen, this one, you'd get a better experience if it had stereo speakers like the iPhone, or you know, the G8 Power had it last year. So that's one little letdown, but you know, the screen's really nice. Okay, guys, different game for you today. The Olympics are on at the moment, so I've got Sonic at the Olympic Games for you. I have never ever played this game. Let's see how trash I am at it. Skip, if it lets us. Get the volume up a bit, guys. Oh, it's going to be a button basher or, you know, screen tapper. Hold to charge, release when go is displayed. Ah, okay, so 100 meter sprint, is it? Oh, false start. Oh! There you go, guys. So I started about half an hour later than the rest then, but I still came back. So we'll go through the camera performance now. So here's my little daughter's red car, and yeah, it's a nice sharp image. Again, good colour reproduction as all Motorola's have. A lot of phones struggle with this shot of this bush. Not bad for the price point. I've seen other phones break up a lot more on these little yellow flowers, so that's not bad. Yeah, just my normal shots, guys. My fence, bushes, pink little tykes, rocker. That's come out nice as well if you look, guys, so nice detail on the rust on the heart. Yeah, and the woods come out nice there as well on those beams, looking good. How have we done with hanging basket? Yeah, not bad at all, you know, nice detailed shots. Okay, here's some portraits. So this is one with the bokeh blur on, I think. Yeah, it is. Well, here's a video for you guys, so this will be announced, whatever I say it is. Oh, I should turn the volume up. Ah, that one's a dud. Get rid of that one. Try this one. This is a 1080p 60 test on the Moto G9 Play. It's not bad stabilization here, guys. It's 4K, but it's a budget phone. Seen better, we'll see but how it does in terms of stabilization. Cheap phone. This is a 1080p 60 test on the Moto G9 Play. Oh. Okay, here's a vlogging test. Test on the Moto G9 Play. We're in full HD 30, I believe. Again, we'll see how the stabilization is. Should really take this washing. So this is a vlogging test. You're going to see my washing a lot, guys. I did a few videos this day, but yeah. Okay, here we go, guys. So I set up a light box for this shot, so it's totally dark inside. This is like auto mode, and it came out pretty nice, you know. Bit blurred, it's not picked out all the detail. This is night sight, and again, not really detailed, but a lot of phones struggle with that. I've been testing this recently with the light box, and yeah, it's come out well. So to conclude, would I buy this phone in 2021? I'd say no, guys. I think there's better alternatives. I still like this Moto phone, the Moto G8 Power. You can still get it from John Lewis for £109. I'm quite tempted myself. So the G8 Power has got the same 5,000 milliamp hour battery. It's fast charging at 18 watts, so 2 watts slower, but you're not really going to notice the difference overnight or, you know, during the day. The G8 Power's got stereo speakers. It can do 4K 30 on the main camera. It's also got stereo speakers. Don't know if I said that just then. It's got a better chipset as well. It's the Snapdragon 665, also an 11 nanometer chip, but it's a better chipset. The only downside with the G8 Power might be that it did come out in... they came out at similar times, actually. That came out in April 2020, the G8 Power, and the G9 Play came out in August 2020. So I would have thought they're both going to get the same sort of updates, you know, probably 2-3 years from 2020, so probably still getting updates up until 2022, hopefully 2023. So I'd recommend the G8 Power over it. Oh, also the G8 Power has a better screen. It's a full HD panel at 1080 times 2300 pixels with a pixel density of 399 ppi. So yeah, you know, if it was my money, you can get this dude for £109. The G9 Play is £129, but I recommend this phone to any of my viewers. I think this is an awesome phone. It's one of the best ones I've had on my channel. Yeah, so G9 Play's nice, but I think unfortunately, yeah, there's better alternatives out there, guys. Thanks for watching Tech Anorak as always, and you know, please like and subscribe. Hit me up in the comments if there's anything you'd like to ask me about this phone. But yeah, take care of yourselves. See you on the next one. Tech Anorak out.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.